Blog Talk Radio.
Good.
And there you have it, a little bit of Dream On by Aerosmith. However, this rendition was done by our very own Mrslilboo, my first mate on the Mermaid Lounge. And we're coming to you live in California Central Delta. Mrslilboo, how you doing?
Hello, Mr. Big Randall. How are you?
So, is it hot where you're at?
It's hot. Yep. So I think it's maybe 80 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a margarita to cool down.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice for the 4th. Love that rendition of Dream On. That's that was something there. Well done. I love the arrangement.
Thank you. I tried to make it like classical.
Yeah,
sort of.
No, it sounded great. Okay, I think we all need to take that to heart. That's what we need to do a little bit more of. Is continue to dream on. Let me take a call, dear, and get the show on the road.
All right.
All ones. Who's coming aboard the lounge?
You don't recognize me, Randall? I know it's been a while.
Racky.
How you doing, brother?
Oh,
how you doing?
Hanging in there, man. Good. My memory's short and how I slept since then. Yeah. So how you doing, bud? Hanging in there?
Yeah. You know, keeping under the radar. That's what the ones are. It's just a private call. That's nothing else. You know, just a private number. So. Yeah.
Did you hear the song, Rock?
Yeah. The stupid spammers can tell when you browse the internet with your phone. So they pick up your phone. They pick up your phone number, and you end up on all these lists. So I had to start blocking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, then they got the roto dial, so they dial in your area codes and whatnot, and they just keep doing
make it look like make it look like you're local. They're local. They do. They call it IP spoofing, and they make they make the phone number the same area code in exchange, and it looks like it's someone that you know. Yeah,
that's coming out of your area code. And however many you block, they just got another one to take its place.
Yep.
There was an app. I don't know how many do this or if any still do it. But you could actually do. They call it pattern blocking. So my phone number, the area code in exchange, is from when I was back in Brooklyn, and I don't know anyone else with the same beginning numbers. So I blocked the entire thing. So nobody with my beginning numbers, the same start to the phone number, can get through on my phone. It's all blocked.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good deal. Very cool.
Yeah. Did you hear the song, Rack? Thought you might like it.
I'm sorry?
Did you hear the song? I thought you might dig it.
Oh, that was a fantastic opener, actually. I started immediately recognized it too and started singing it, so it's good I was on mute.
Cool.
Yeah, she did a good job on that. Real good job.
How can you not want to belt that out, man?
I know, that's what I think.
I don't think Steven Tyler could belt it out right now.
True.
He passed that.
He does have 9 lines, though. He has 9 lines.
Yeah, but he don't have 9 voices. You know, he can't reach that pitch anymore. But
his road crew consists of a registered nurse that runs the IV.
Yeah.
I think he just needs balls to get him to go that high.
He's not even the oldest one. What's his name? Wyman, I think, is got like 10 years on him or something.
Let's see. Out of Aerosmith, I think I forgot the drummer's name. Joey Kramer. I think he's the oldest.
Oh, he's the oldest?
In Aerosmith. Yeah, in Aerosmith. Joey Kramer. Yeah. But
anybody can hang that long.
Huh?
Yeah, they're all.
Anybody can hang that long. He'll be famous.
Well, let's
still
put
making
it this
hits
way.
is incredible.
If the Rolling Stones can still do it, anybody can. I mean,
right? Okay.
These guys are
these
guys are dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. You know, so I've read a couple of books that said that Mick Jagger was the best level.
You know what? These guys are. Charlie Watts is pushing 80.
Oh my God! Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's the oldest one there. He's the drummer for Stones also. I mean, he's pushing 80. I mean, these guys are all mid-late 70s.
He could be my dad.
Amazing. Yeah. And
Maury said he's not your daddy.
You want to see what road wear really does, look at Keith Richards. That's the face of excess.
That's scary.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. That's funny.
Yeah.
So rocking
right
at the Mermaid Lounge.
Yeah, he is, man. You know, they're not doing it for the money. It's got to be for the energy.
For the honey.
Yeah. Can't get away from it. I have a lot of players, friends of mine. Well, even my son. I just got done seeing my son a couple of weeks ago in San Francisco at a club. And it's the energy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the energy.
Totally agree. It's the vibe. It's the vibe. It's the electricity. It's the it's fucking cool.
Yeah. It's a whole different kind of high.
That's a whole different high. Like when I was doing the piano recitals, I wanted to go that route for a bit, professional route, and oh my God, it is a high, and it's confusing and kind of scary. So. Yeah,
that's why. Rehearsals are important, and being seasoned enough to know how to wing it, because shit happens.
Yeah,
you know, shit just happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at winging it.
You got Bud and Patrick on the board if you want to say hi.
Hi, Bud and Patrick. I think.
Guys, what's up? Are we Boo? What do we have for a?
I think we should probably start with Bud
to open the show. With Bud.
Bud.
Is that the one right at the top here? Okay.
Yeah. Does he have an audio in there? I forgot to. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start with Bud here. I'm good with that. Is it? You want to put it up on the board?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up there. I was checking to see if he had I was reading somebody wrote me something, but I was checking to see if he had audio. I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm getting over there. I was fooling around.
I've got, depending on what the song is, I've got one on the board here. I Don't Care. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm look at the bottom and see if he has music on there. I think he does. I'm going in the studio now. Do you see at the bottom of his poem? Does he have it's an orange?
I don't know. I haven't seen the poem yet.
Oh, wait. I'm trying to multitask. That's a big mistake. All right. I know what the problem is.
I'm shaking, boss. I'm shaking.
Yeah. I'm tripping, sir. I got distracted. Somebody was writing me something. He had a problem. I was like,
Boo, you're a nurse and he's patient, so don't worry about it.
There you go. Thank God.
There you go.
Yeah. Randall just shows up, thank God. So do I think. Okay, so here we go. Well, I should use my computer. All right, so I'm going to go to where we need to be. All right, so here we go, Bud. Yeah, he's got a song on there, but it's already uploaded, so I'm just going to put this over there.
Okay.
So, I did that earlier. I was somewhat prepared today.
Oh, you are on it.
Yeah, believe it or not. Okay, so now I got to go to the studio.
Okay, I'm going to play his, we ready? Yeah? All right.
I got to get the music up there.
I think I've got it.
The poem. Oh, you do? Okay.
No, I'm seeing, I Don't Care. That's the one I have on the board.
Yeah, I don't know if he has audio or not with that, or, so if he does, I got it.
Well, he's got the audio. Randall's saying he's got the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's the audio. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got the audio.
Okay, just slap me, really. Sorry. Just slap me.
And I'll be an interpreter. You two talk, and I'll translate to the audience.
All right, here we go.
I look everywhere, I don't know where to find you. You say you'll be there, and you never follow through. I looked everywhere, now I just don't care. I went out my own way just to see
hollering. That was kick-ass. Yeah, that I could hear on the radio.
Look at that.
Yeah, that was badass.
But
I could hear that on the radio. Been bitching. Really good. Yeah, I love the solo guitar just there. Yeah. I feel like putting my lighter up.
Tell you what I really liked about this too. I really like the bridge, in the last bridge into the chorus.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for me, because now that I can see, I'm going to set myself free. Love that bridge. And Bud, I see down here, you wrote this for the rock band Asia, but they never responded. You know what, bro? I know how that is. Only it was Jefferson Starship, so I know how that is. A lot of that's another story of how to break into that. Very cool. So, Boo, you speak it up. What do you got to say about that?
Oh, I loved it. I really loved it. I mean, I could see this on the radio. I was like moving my feet. I was like, I mean, and to me, he's saying like, well, it's what I see. Take me as I am, and I'm not going to change myself for you. So if you want to get going, get the fuck out, basically. And he's going to jam without you and rock without you. He's probably like, oh, God, Boo, that's not what I meant. But the chorus, I gave and I gave, and you took and you took. I'm ending your chapter in my book, Your Destructive Ways. Inside, you're not okay. I'm going to move on anyway. Right there is all you need to know. That's like a fight song in itself. And I loved the solo of the guitar solo that you did. We were jamming totally. I love this. The picture of yourself is adorable up there too. And you know what? She don't want you. Let her go. You're rocking. Somebody else will take you. Great poem.
Well said. Yeah, you know, he kind of gives us an inside that, you know, she's not okay. So you got to keep on rambling on. Yeah. But well done.
But you are
Jack,
okay.
What you think?
Yeah, the first thing that came to mind was the title. I can't help. I grew up in that era. Phil Collins. I heard him. I don't care anymore. But I love his arrangement. It's totally different direction, and the message that he was given just it reminds me very much of that feeling that you get. When someone kind of makes a fool out of you, you know, it's like you give and you give, and they act like they could give a shit. Well, you know, that's what leads to the not caring. There's I won't call it a classic argument, but it's a definite thought that when you're arguing with someone and they complain that you're yelling, and you look at them and it's like, no, well. Don't complain that I'm yelling. Complain when I don't yell because that means I don't care anymore. You know, it's when you have those feelings and the passion that you know it brings out the emotion in you. So when you stop caring, that's you know ultimate. You know, well I'm walking away. That's it. I'm done. You know, and it's you know one of those unfortunately relatable things that you know we all go through at some point or another, because you know sometimes you know people fall into that complacent relationship and they're just like you know well you know I'm in a comfortable place and I'm not going to try anymore, and it feels like you're being ignored and underappreciated. You know, even if that's not the case, it's still you can't help but feel that way because you know that's the vibe you're getting. That's the vibe you're getting. So you know he's got that beautifully. You know, I can't touch the words and or even repeat half of them because of my eyes. But you know he did a wonderful job expressing all of that. I got all of that out of what he wrote. So that's not off the cuff from me. That's my interpretation of what he did. Wonderful job.
There you go. Well, great way to start the show, by the way. And I want to thank, welcome. Here we go is Stella. Here's your Stella.
Yes.
Hello, darling. How are you, dear?
Good evening.
Can you hear me? I don't think you got me in. Okay.
How are you, Stella?
Hello,
did you like that
friend.
song?
Hello, Randall. Yes, it's amazing. He always rocked it. Budo. I wish he would go to a concert, a live concert where Budo's playing.
Budo's Con.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
Hey, raconteur.
Raconteur.
Hello, raconteur. Yeah, he just has a gift. He really is gifted, like natural, as a poet, as a singer, as a musician, as a musician, even commenter, everything.
Oh my God, everything. Yeah, I agree. And you know what's funny? The other day he was on a poem, and it was about Father's Day, and it's called Pops, and it's a great poem. And on the front of cover of the poem is his dad, and his dad was in a band, and his dad was rocking, and he looks just like his dad. It's so cute.
Yeah. I was going to say
so
that he's born in a family. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had these genes. No, it's like this with the music. How are you, Andy?
Very
How's
cool.
everyone?
You know, I'm doing fine because we're talking music here and performances. I raised two musicians, and my oldest one did his first European tour when he was 18. Instead of taking him fishing, we would jam. And I hadn't seen him in 23 years up until a couple weeks ago. And no contact or no nothing for 23 years. And then we finally got together. It was quite cool. Come out on the houseboat. And then I went and saw him play in Sacramento and then San Francisco. And what was cool is after they were done, he's a bass player. After he was done, the lead singer has got to be at least 6'7", and then he wears these cowboy boots and he wears this top hat. So he's way over 7 feet. He stands out. And so after it was all done, my son introduced the lead singer here. And he goes, You're his dad? Wow. Well, you did right. I said, well, you could take him fishing and you can go jamming. And, you know, he does pretty well. He'll make a couple grand a night. So it's not bad. You know, he plays the weekends.
That's great.
Yeah, has a
be proud of
condo overlooking Golden Gate Bridge. So what the hell? I mean, he's working for him. But
so you're proud of
neat.
him.
Remind me of that. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, Bud,
That's
thank you for all that.
Hello.
So Boo, what do we got coming up here, dude?
Is she there, Boo?
She's there. She's playing with
I'm here.
devices.
Sorry, I was talking to myself. I'm sorry. I was I said I wouldn't want to go after that one. Who wants to go after that one? Who's on the board, Bud? And Tans is there, but she doesn't have anything. Hi, Tans. Okay, so how about?
I see Tans.
What's up, Tans? I haven't seen Tans in a while.
So
you know what? I was wasting my time looking for it. I'll find it after we get while we're doing the poem. But I was going to put the picture of you and your sons up there. I'm just looking for it. That's going to take me a while.
No, you can put it up there. That's fine. Yeah, that was at the Sacramento show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Let's go through the pictures first. So that might be a minute.
All right.
No.
I'll tell you what. If you can find it, that'd be cool. And whose piece do we have coming up now?
I'm just. Rack. We're gonna rock Rack. We're gonna rock.
Let's walk Rack.
All right.
It's more contemplative than lyrical, but you'll see.
Yeah. And then I just press it from the poem, right, Rack?
No, you have to put it in the studio.
Yeah. Is it already in Rack?
Yeah, it's in there. I'm tripping. It's in there. It's under 626 Rack Integrity, it says.
Okay. Let's see.
It should be at the top, but
By the date, yeah.
It's by the date, 626, it says.
Okay.
Then we got some stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm moving. Find the date, huh? All right. I'm looking.
And Tans, if you got a poem, throw it on the board. You can play it. Oh, there's Beard. Hey, Beard. I wonder Beard has one. We could do Beard while you look. We could do Beard. If she's got one. I think it does.
Let's see. By the date. Does it got your name before it too, Rack?
No, it's the date starts
Not before
first.
it. It's after the date. The idea is if you filter by the date, you get everything flowing to the top. So that's the naming that we kind of stick to or try to anyway. It ends up in, that's why I don't put it in myself, because I want to put it in one way, and then even the date format changes. Some people put day month instead of month day, and it gets nuts. And some people put 00. Some people just put 6 and no 0, and then to try and make it go to the top, they'll put 00 and then the date and then the name, and then it's like there's no consistency to it. So it's better if you just let one person load up the show.
That's a lot of space you just rented in my head. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Randall. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right, brother. I won't charge you this time. It's all good. I won't charge you. We'll slide that one.
I won't charge you.
But I tell you what, Rack,
I'm
in the Rack zone right here.
The Rack zone.
What's the date on it?
Today's
because I've got all yours right here.
626.
Okay, let me. It should be at the top, because of the date, but you never can tell.
Well, no, because 6 comes after 1 and 2. So if there's anything in there from the previous months, that's going to be on top.
Yeah, that's all right. We're taking a little smoke break.
So
here's what I'm going to do. Don't worry. Here. Oh, I'm going to tell you the trick, Randall. Just type in Rack in there in the search box.
That's what he did. That's why he said he's in the Rack zone. He's looking at the litter in the studio of the
I'm in the
20
studio
poems
looking at
my name on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Unfortunately, I've got a lot of real estate in the studio.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
no,
that's okay.
We have probably too much going on in the studio, period. Which is funny. Yeah, we need to spring clean, I guess. But here's what they could do to help us out. They could put a check box there. That would make things so much easier. Same thing on the poetry site.
Smart.
Hello? Like hello. Same thing on the poetry site. That you can only delete one thing at a time. Hello. It only takes a minute to put a box there. Why we got so much shit on there? So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really. He's got a lot of them on here, but I'm not seeing the one with that date on it.
Yeah, I'll find it. How about
you could just search for the word integrity.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. If my phone was cooperating.
That should be unique.
Yeah, it's because it's hard to do it on the phone. Are you on the computer, Randy? Is that right?
Yes, I am. But,
okay,
I tune my head so you know where that shit goes.
Yeah, good point.
Well, throw Beard on the board. That's all right.
Yeah, let's throw somebody else up while we look for it. I'll look for it. Don't worry. It's there, Rack. I'll get you. Okay. How about have Soa read somebody?
Yeah. We'll find it.
Soa, sing for us.
I'm on a mission.
Okay. What do you want me to sing? An Arabic song?
Can you read can you get Tila's Soa and read that?
Yes. Of course. Thanks. I would be glad.
I'm
just teasing
I would never sing.
Okay, I'm gonna find it. Okay, here we go. I will update. Tila, frère debout, dormez-vous. You're so funny.
Nice.
Okay, where's Tila?
I tell you what,
les matines, ding dang dong.
Tila is on the board.
I find it. I find Tila. Yeah. Oh, you beat me because I was singing. Okay.
That's good. That's what we call it. What do you call it? A dead air break. Thank you.
Here, I put Tila. Okay, now I'm going to read Tila. Everyone, do you see Tila poem?
Yeah,
yes?
Read Tila's.
Okay, here we go. Tila, I'm reading your poem. Okay, Our Word by Tila. Our word is full of happiness. Why can't we all choose the best for everyone and be happy for all? And the storm. Isn't that the truth? Wow, that's so kind. Reflect her beautiful heart. Our world is full of happiness. It's so true. I mean, you choose them. Sorry, I shouldn't have commented. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help it. It is true. Our world is full of happiness. If we want to find happiness, contentment is by being kind to others and wish them best. That's so true. And that study made actually that to get satisfaction, people who help others are happier than people who have all the money of the world, because by helping others, that's how you get satisfaction. And I agree. I absolutely agree. I am on this camp of Tila's camp.
Absolutely right, Sawa.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. It is all by choice. And if we could remember that, happiness isn't having what you want. It's wanting what you have.
There you go.
And that'll generate that appreciation. And you become a little more thankful. And once Thanksgiving sets in, oh my gosh, this whole thing's a wonder. It'll change you. There's a big shift that'll take place there. This is simple and to the point, and it's truly one of the things the world needs desperately.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that, Boo?
Agreed. Oh, I love your comment. That was great. And yours too, Selma. I agree
Thank
too.
you.
It's sort of saying like live and let live, and it's true. Those who give back. There's really no price you can put on that. Somebody's smile or someone, is helping someone in any way. Really having them give you that look that that I like live for. So there's no money better than that. And people need to realize that instead of worrying so much about them. A lot of selfish people out there. But, I like to make other people feel good, and people should try it. Maybe they'd like it, too. And why not? Why do people just so judgmental? Like, everybody I know is one paycheck away from the street or one accident away from the hospital. None of us are above it, below it, or any better. So I don't understand why people have to tear down and not offer themselves.
This is right. This is the reasons why the 6 feet mask mandate BS and all that pandemic bull. One of the biggest things it did, besides a lot of the obvious in generating the fear, is it stopped us from seeing each other smile.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but I've had some days in the past, and when I come out of the day, when it went bad, it went all bad. But there may have been a smile that made all the difference about the day from a stranger in a store or something. And just the way he or she acknowledged things, like it's okay, made all the difference. There's communication there. And I think one of the things we need to learn if we would settle down and really look at things is everything that has movement has language. And it's learning the language. And that takes a lifetime. And that's what it's about. It's about learning the language. Whether it's waves, water, wind, animals, people, whatever. The way things sway, even the geometry of it is language. And it's understanding the language.
Tell me about languages, Randall. Tell me about languages. I'm just kidding.
I should love that.
I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Right.
You're right, Stella. You said.
Right. I'm just
and
being
learn Learn it. Take the time to learn it.
Yeah, whatever it is.
If
it's like Sawa with a foreign language that she does so eloquently, or the language of the nature of things.
I know.
She speaks without words when she turns red. You can see the color.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You have to talk. And you talk. We understand that language.
You can see it through the digital airwaves.
Oh my God.
You can. Only because I know when she laughs.
Thank you, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I think it's beautiful. The only reason I mention it, Sal, is because I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hong Kong.
I think it's beautiful.
Well,
Thank Thank you.
It shows the difference in culture. It shows the difference in morals, even in a lot of ways. Because what some people take for granted or flaunt, other people are respectful of and stick to the bedroom or whatever, and they have a different view of it. And all of that makes everyone unique and beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, thank you.
You know what? We just be quiet. We just stop from it and listen. We'd all see. We all hear the same thing.
Yeah, that's so true.
You would hear it in different colors. And that's what makes it unique.
Yeah. I love the picture. Look at the picture. Look at the picture she put there. It's so cute.
Yeah. You know what, guys? There's a difference. What you guys reflect is the spirit of true humans. Okay? Because humans, we want to be not just our brother's keeper, our brother's brother, our sister's sister, in that type of sense there. And you notice there's so much outside of that's going on. We are in a sense of a war. That's being done by a lot of those that are mankind. And mankind is a lot different than true humans. If you do a little research into that, they're two completely different things. And yet we kind of throw it together because one has a semblance of the other. But that's not always the case. But, and so what Keela's putting across here is the generosity of the human spirit to seek the higher things here. And that's what we relate to. That's that higher vibration. That's that calling. Well done, Keela. Anybody else want to throw anything in on this?
Yeah, the line that speaks the most is where she says, "Happiness is a choice." The continuation to that thought for me is it's not a condition, it's not a given. And
right.
You had mentioned it. In one sense, when you were talking about some material things, but even in a more cerebral sense, there's people that'll get an A- and choose not to be happy with that, and use that to challenge or whatever, and be like upset that they didn't get that A and they got the A-, and that'll affect their outlook, and it may challenge them in one sense, but in another sense, it'll bring up all the acid in their throat and give them, an ulcer. It's all a point of view and a choice, I think, that she's talking about.
It is.
That really, like you say, if you embrace that choice, it'll make things so much better for people.
Even our general physiology works on that on a physical sense. I mean, I heard something like it takes between 45 or 47 facial muscles to frown, and it only takes about 23 to smile. And like you say, it's about the choice. I was bummed out that I had no shoes until I met a man that had no feet. And if we would get back to that, we would recognize the contentment in things. And like you said, Rack, you go to people that don't have a lot, and if you go and you meet their families, and if they're true human beings, they'll spread out their table for you. Their kids will come and want to play with you, give you their smiles and whatnot. And they don't have much, but they give you all they have.
Yeah.
And they're radiant. And then you go into the ivory towers, and it's as cold as a mausoleum, and the thing may be $10 million.
Right.
And the butler shows go around and this and that, and it's a toss-up between that and a hospital. And that's the difference, and the whole edginess is the difference of feeling that you're self-deserving, that the universe literally rotates around you. We're up against that. And Keela's point is that truly is about a choice all the time, that half empty cup or half full. I mean, and it could change during the day, right? Something could go bad real fast. Bill.
Well, that also goes to the smile you were talking about. You could be having that horrible day, and it turns on that smile that you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll change it,
Absolutely.
give you that perspective. No.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. So
look how sad that wasn't like real.
I can't find raps. I mean, I'm sure it's in
Did you
here.
find it?
No.
No, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to re-download it because I have it saved in my file. So how about you want to go, Salwa?
Sure. I have also
that.
SoundCloud, but I can read it. No problem. I can read it. I don't want to give you a hard time. I can read mine. It's a SoundCloud that I read. Okay, where is it? I'll put it there. Don't worry. I'll grab it and put it.
I'm going to read.
Oops, 1 second. Okay, I'll find it. 1 second. Mine is here. Here we go. Oops. Copy link.
Randall, like when you said about the topic, about song, about how you feel about the state of the world today, what did you want to talk about?
That's and we kind of are, and Tila's piece represented that here too. It is about the way you view the world of what's going on here, and the song or poem that best represents that to you was kind of the theme. And we have started out like that. Is this yours?
I think they all really had to do with the theme. And, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's how you look at it. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How you look at it.
Did you find it?
Right?
Okay. Yeah, you can
I
go
put
ahead.
my poem there if you want to. I put my poem there if you're ready. Okay. Okay. A perfect word, un monde parfait. Actually, I wrote it in Italian. That's so weird. In Arabic, but I can find it. It doesn't matter. Okay, sorry. A perfect word, un monde parfait. So I'm going to start with French and then end with English. Un monde parfait. Okay. Un monde parfait, où des yeux en larmes cherchent des mots qui rejettent la misère, des âmes soulagent les cris affamés des sans-abri, des cœurs répètent, il faudrait se pardonner, se respecter, des pensées attristées se demandent quand les guerres. That's not the poem I meant to put. Can I change it? I'm so sorry. I really was accidentally put it there. That's not the right one.
I just did that today.
I said that's not the right one. I felt so bad.
This is not the right piece?
No, I'm so sorry. I accidentally put the wrong one. We are messed up today, Boo and I.
That's okay.
I'll find it. I'm so sorry. That's why that's not the one. Okay, I'll find it. Give me 1 second. Oh my gosh! Why that doesn't look like my poem? Because I put the wrong one. It is my poem, but I put the wrong one. Listen, I think I can remember the name. Oh my goodness gracious. Where did I put it? Okay, 1 second.
I'm always forgetting the names of my poems. I can't find half of them.
Can we do something else when I find it?
Yeah, we're so on schedule. Oh, this is too funny. Okay.
Or I can read it. I mean.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay. How about? All right. I got an idea. Believe it or not, I might.
Where did I put it?
Do you need me to put it? Do you need me to put it in the studio, Boo?
Yeah, I think so.
That would be
It'll take.
Not in here. Yeah, this isn't in here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Rack.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm just like screwing tonight.
No worries. It'll take me 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's me.
Meantime,
I got mine. We could read mine or yours, Randall. How about yours?
I don't care. Put either one of them up. It's fine.
Okay. Put yours up there.
That's fine. And that'll buy us.
Why not? You deserve
I love
it.
when
Why not?
shooting from the hip. This is like shooting the thrill. You shoot right from the hip. Sometimes it goes well, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Okay, it's fun. That's what makes it fun. We're having fun.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
What makes it fun.
But exactly.
Right?
Just winging it.
Fun.
That's what we do. All right.
Yeah.
So we got a couple. All right. I'm gonna put down yours, Randall.
All right. I'll read it.
I'm getting there. There's Rack. Randall, here we go. Okay. Right. So it might have helped if I put like the order on the board. That could have been helpful to help you guys start looking for your stuff. All right. And Mr. Randall. Hi, Tans, by the way. All right. There you go. It's how weird to put one in. Ready, Rockin' Randall?
I am. As soon as I'm... There we go. Okay. I got it. All right. Yeah, this was written a little while back. Oh, yeah, a couple of years back. Not much has changed in the world. Anyway, it's called Disenchantment, song lyrics. He's got a book full of promises and the gift of golden tongue, peddling out-of-pocket revelations with a new age song already sung. Empty words from a fallen angel, tattooed lipstick on a perfect smile, platinum hues and heavenly blues, delicious deceit lingers a while. No lightning bolts will claim the truth, with fancy makeup to paint the fear. If the answers were within you, you'd see your purpose in the mirror. No signs and wonders hold the truth, and scattered voices heard this year. A million ways to find destruction, more broken paths that reappear, dancing in symbolic circles, hanging hopes on a hollow sun, searching patterns for redemption, collecting beliefs that come undone, counting wealth and lonely zeros, material dreams bought for fun. Once convoluted perceptions become illusions one by one. History in circular motions, spinning reflections of the past. Deception wields some power until deceptive nets are cast. No lightning bolts will claim the truth, just fancy makeup to paint the fear. If the answers were within you, you'd see your purpose in the mirror. Never trust the mirror. Never trust the mirror. End of song.
There you go, boy. Oh, that was good. Never trust the mirror. Oh, smoke and mirrors. That was perfectly rhymed, too, by the way. Great flow. I could hear music in my head for that one, really. That's really musical. Well, of course, it's lyrics, so I love that. That's so good. I got to get back to it. It's kind of like the disillusioned gal who kind of like reminds me, she shows up in Hollywood, she has those big dreams and that fake, thing that people come for, and they realize that it's only 1 in a million get lucky. But then also she's playing the game too, because she knows you got to play the game too when you're out there, right? She's like slick too at the same time. That's what I see, the vibe I get from her. And the words, I like the words, like I said, perfectly rhymed, perfect flow, really good. I hear music if you want to get to do that later.
Yeah, yeah. It hits on a lot of points, right from some of these TV evangelists from the opening stanza all the way through the Hollywood thing, all of it.
We buy into the dreams and the fake, come to Hollywood, you'll be, famous. But she's not stupid. She knows that too. It seems like, so she's no fool either, right? So we're just getting jaded more as she goes along. More and more she goes along. That's what happens. People get jaded.
It's a predatory world.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny because people think that a lot of that shit is just, you're just in the right place at the right time. You're not more talented than anybody else. You're not better than anyone else. You just happen to be in the right place. That's what I see. In the whole Hollywood thing. And great poem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
Stella.
Rack.
Yes.
Yeah, or Shawa, either one.
That's fine. Okay. Do you want to go, raconteur, or?
So what about the poem?
No, I'm somewhat distracted.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
I'll go ahead
and. Did you hear Randall's poem,
okay.
Stella?
Yes, I read it and I heard it.
Okay.
And I found the poem. I put it in the thing, and I will put it over there too. I love the picture too. It's a vignette, but I'm going to start with the ending first. Never trust the mirror, never trust the mirror, because the mirror here, like if you look, people look at the appearance, not look at the inside, with the reflection outside. I think it could go billion of directions, because mirror, it really depends on, a mirror can be, if you look at it in a way where you want to see yourself inside, it can be helpful. But if you look at it just for the look and the outside, then that's what I think we meant by don't trust the mirror. Maybe not. Maybe I'm sure deeper than that. So, if you go to Hollywood, the idea is really there in the TV. It's sex, it's makeup. It's just like there's no. I hate to say the word decadence. It is kind of decadence. There's no morality in general. So that's what I see here. No lighting, bold to proclaim the truth. Just fancy makeup to paint the fear. And there is also no reality. It doesn't present the real life, the real reality of what we live. It's just like, and it changed the culture. I had a discussion with a friend about this. The TV actually, or the Hollywood, it really changed the culture. If you look back how it was one day, there is good things, but there is a lot of horrible things. Now, for me at least, I see that a lot of the not normal become normal, and the other way around. Whatever has value become not acceptable, and whatever is not become acceptable because of the TV change the morals.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Become very diseased.
So that's what I see.
But the Hollywood aspect is a part of this. The money aspect is a part of this.
Of
the
course.
Looking for New Age beliefs are a part of this.
Oh, that's what the picture.
Things to fill the hollow.
That's what is the picture. The New Age. The picture New Age. That's what
New
it
Age.
is. It reminds me of something. Yes, that's what it is.
And look at the picture of the void, right?
And if you look at the first stanza, I'm telling you who's preaching this. Whether they're doing it from a movie, a pulpit, a song, or whatever. All right?
Empty words from a fallen angel.
It's a gift, yes. It's peddling out-of-pocket revelations, usually for a price, with a New Age song that's already been sung because there's nothing new under the sun. It's just repackaged. So there's a lot, there's a lot going on there.
You can repackage the bullshit, but it's still bullshit. Right?
Yeah, and in today's disposable world, it's all about the ribbons and the wrapping.
Yeah.
Contents never change for the duration of mankind.
I'm guilty. I like that wrapping.
It's all about the ooh shining. Yeah.
Yeah.
To fill the hollow.
And I admit I dig those bows, So we're guilty too. I know I am.
We've all been guilty. Very cool.
Yeah. Becky Pooh. What do you think about the Randall's poem?
I like I said, I was focusing on getting that thing in the studio. I only heard a little bit of it, but it was awesome.
Yeah. I like the rock vibe, Randall. You know why?
What's that?
Because you don't bleed, you blow. I was gonna say.
Are we? Rack's still trying to find his, right? And Sawa, you still trying to find yours?
No, I find mine. I find
mine's in the studio.
They're ready. Okay, let's do.
I put the name up there for you. I put 4 zeros. 0000 Rack.
Do you want me to put mine, or are you gonna put? Okay. Did you know how to do Rack, or do you want me? You find?
Yeah, we got Rack.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So let's do Rack first. Yes.
Okay, so are you in the studio, Rack, or Randall, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm let's see.
Okay, let me go get the poem. This way we can be somewhat situated.
Do you want me to put mine, or by the time you find it?
Got your poem.
Yeah,
Don't worry, Rack.
Yeah, do yours, Sawa. Oh, but
okay,
I tell you what, before you do that, I'm going to take a call.
Okay, there you go.
Sure.
270. Who's joining the lounge?
How's it going, guys?
Hey,
Wayne.
What's up?
Hey,
Has the show started? Has the show started?
It started.
Oh, yeah.
The party,
now
the party didn't start till you. Yeah, the party didn't start till you back yet.
That's what you got here, my friend. Yeah. Hi, Wayne.
Shoot, I'm
Wayne, brother.
I'm here. I'm ready for the show.
Good. Glad to have. We are just getting ready. Sala's just getting ready to read her.
Cool.
Okay. So this is the right one. This is the right one. You okay? Okay. I'm going to start from the bottom and end up with the English. And it's called Listen with Open Heart. Écoute avec un cœur ouvert. Ascolta con il cuore aperto. استمع بقلب مفتوح. إذا سخرت لك لحظة كل يوم الاستماع إلى طبيعة بقلب مفتوح. عندما ترى المطر سيقول لك جفف دموع المساكين إن استطعت بجناح قلبك. عندما ترى الشمس ستخبرك ابتسم ابتسامة تنبع من قلبك. عندما ترى الغيوم سيقولون لك امحو آلام الآخرين بحنان قلبك. عندما ترى القمر سيقول لك انشر الحب في القلوب من وجدان قلبك. عندما ترى الجبال سيقولون لك ادعي للعالم من قلبك. Ti prendo solo un momento ogni giorno per ascoltare la natura con il cuore aperto. Quando vedi la pioggia ti dirà accusati lacrime dei poveri, sei poi con l'ala del tuo cuore. Quando vedi il sole ti dirà sorridi con un sorriso che scorda del tuo cuore. Quando vedrai le nuvole ti diranno cancella il dolore degli altri con la tenerezza del profondo del tuo cuore. Quando vedrai la luna ti dirà diffondi l'amore nei cuori del tuo cuore. Quando vedrai le montagne ti diranno prega per il mondo del tuo cuore. Si tu consacres seulement un moment chaque jour pour écouter la nature à cœur ouvert, quand tu vois la pluie, elle te dira sèche des larmes des pauvres si tu peux avec l'aile de ton cœur. Quand tu vois le soleil, il te dira souris avec un sourire qui jaillit de ton cœur. Quand tu vois les nuages, ils te diront efface la douleur des autres avec la tendresse de ton cœur. Quand tu vois la lune, elle te dira diffuse de l'amour dans le cœur du fond de ton cœur. Quand tu vois les montagnes, ils te diront prie pour le monde de tout ton cœur. If you only take a moment every day to listen to nature with an open heart, when you see the rain, it will say to you, dry tears of the poor if you can, with the wing of your heart. When you see the sun, it will say to you, smile with a smile springing from your heart. When you see the clouds, it will say to you, erase the pain of others with the tenderness of your heart. When you see the moon, she will say to you, spread love in the heart deep from the bottom of your heart. When you see the mountains, they will say to you, pray for the world with all your heart. End of poem.
So, absolutely beautiful there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And the message couldn't be more blatant and in your face, which is the same thing what we've been talking about. You notice the situation in the world gets us back to some basics, some really needed basics, and mainly with nature. That's why those in the cities, I feel for a lot of them trapped in the cities that don't get out much. You know, a lot going on in the asphalt jungle. Before I take some comments, let me take a call and see if they heard it, Sawa, and we will get going. 720, who's joining us?
Hello, Randall. Sweet Pea.
Hello,
Sweet Pea, how are you?
Hi. I knew she was going to call. I saw her name on the list.
How you doing, dear?
Oh, miss
I'm
you.
doing well. How are you? Yes, I did hear Sawa.
Sweet.
It's very beautiful.
Sweet Pea, did you hear
You are more
Sawa's
beautiful.
piece?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about that, dear?
I think it's
You're fading away.
Yeah, she's got the mute button problem.
I have the bad reception.
Oh, yes, you're fading away.
So, is that better, guys? I'm hoping.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I think if we would listen to everything you suggested, the world could be a better place. If we could, listen to people and help people and pray for people and do all those things, then we'd stop focusing on the negative and be positive. And the more positivity we have, the more positive very, very lovely.
Well said, Bill.
Thank
Well
you.
said. Boo, what did you think of that?
Thank you. Thank you so much, sweet.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of your best poems. I hardly heard it because I was fascinated with, so zoned in on your reading. And what language was that? It was one that you don't do that often. Italian, right?
Arabic, Italian.
Yeah. Italian was amazing.
Is that what you
Whoa.
said? Is that part of what you said, Sawa?
Excuse me, what did I say? No, I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me. I thought that was the end when you said bless the world or something, but...
Oh,
yeah.
In Arabic, العالم means قلبك. قلبك means your heart.
Oh, okay. I like your version too, Raxo, whatever language that was.
That was funny. I thought you were teasing me. I didn't understand. Sorry, I thought you were teasing Randall because you always tease. Sorry.
I mean,
That's
this
okay.
is the one. I mean, you say if you only take a moment every day and listen to nature, it'll help open with an open heart. The problem is many of us don't take the 5 minutes or the 3 minutes, whatever it is that we need to do. When we need to do that, and we don't.
Yeah.
And it's reflective in it.
It's a way of seeing, and once you start to learn to change how you see things, then it's not so much about taking the time out as it is you're able to see it all through the day, depending on how and the way you look at things. Wayne, what's your take, brother?
My take is the great poem Mrslilboo. The clouds, the moon, the mountains know what's going on. Mother Nature's a blessing, and we should be happy she's around. It's a great poem. It's a wonderful. The world is a wonderful thing. All we have to do is smile and listen to Mother Nature. Great poem, Mrslilboo. I love it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Are you calling her Lala?
That is it right there. Right? You got to get back in touch.
Wait, did you take a picture of that one?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you took the pic, Sawa. Very nice, very nice.
I love taking pictures.
To tell her stuff. Good picture.
So, Rack, I got to tell you, and I'm sure it's probably the operator, but I got your shit all over the board here, brother, and I'm not seeing what you loaded.
Did you just refresh the studio? It should actually be on the top now because I put 4 zeros. I think that would put it first.
All right, let's see what we got here. I just did, and so let's see. Yeah, I just refreshed it, brother. Buds is still on top. So okay, wait a minute. And now is it
0 0 0 0
3 3?
No, 0 0 0 0 rack
Integrity?
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha.
There we go.
All right.
Yay.
Oh, bingo. See, there's a bottom, Monty. There's a bottom. All right. Okay.
Wait, I think Rack needs to comment on her poem, though, and Sawa's poem, maybe Sweet Pea, I'm not sure.
Well, yes,
Sawa.
he does. If he hasn't, yes, absolutely.
Oh, no, absolutely. I was focused on it. I was trying to glean some of the Arabic that I could repeat it and surprise her, but I kind of butchered it, so...
Sorry.
That was Brooklyn version.
Well, I butchered it, and I'm not even in a kosher kitchen, so that's bad. I really enjoyed it. So, your connection to nature is undeniable. It always reminds me of, I hate to compare it to something that's kind of taken as a negative. When they portray in the Hollywood movies, they portray like the yuppies that want to, meditate and stuff. But you take it to the level that I think that it's meant to be. You talk about seeing things as they are and appreciating them. Especially for someone like me that I've got problems with my eyes and whatnot. So every little thing is to be appreciated. I could really feel your connection and what you're talking about when you mention, the flowers and everything else, and seeing them almost like, it's the first time, or in my case, possibly the last time. But yeah, I really enjoyed the piece, Sawa. It was very serene and centering.
Thank you. I
Rack,
really appreciate it.
That just hit me, something you said, Brack, that I want to hit on that again. And Rack is one of the best examples of what we've been talking about here, of gratitude, thanksgiving, and humility. When it comes to something that the rest of us take for granted here, I can't imagine losing sight to any degree, and to the degree that you're at, brother, to be surrounded by poets that can give you nature from a poetic eye, that you can see the colors running through the emotions, allows you a deeper gift into seeing the other colors, the other shades, actually hearing the other languages. And that's something the rest of us get unless we really, really tune in, because we take it for granted. Sawa, well done for painting that for him and the rest of us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you all.
Yes, that was a gift. Rack, that one was for you, brother, besides the rest of us, but that one's for you.
Yeah,
and
thank you, Sawa.
Your piece, Rack. Bud, do we have it up on the board, or?
Yeah, I do. I just wanted, I think Sweet Pea wanted to say something about Sawa.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Sweet Pea wanted to comment on Sawa.
I think she commented or she didn't. I couldn't.
Sure it is.
I think she
Go ahead.
I did.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Sweet Pea was.
You did.
She was
Ignore me. Yeah, ignore me.
It's okay.
Yeah, ignore me. I'm having a rough day. God.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so Rack.
Yeah, so you put it on the board and I'll hit the play. I got that far. I overcame this.
Finally, was it on the top?
No.
Was it on the top? Oh, figures. Okay.
Oh, it's in the middle. I found it.
All right. Now I'm looking for it.
I can't see it. Where's the poem?
Oh, I got it. I had it.
Yeah,
I'm slow as hell. I need some coffee. Here we go. Okay.
It's okay. Sorry, I thought you put it. I couldn't see it.
No, I'm just tripping. There we go.
All right. Yeah, I'm hitting play.
Integrity by Raconteur. Every day feels like a battle, hanging on to that which makes life worth living. So when you turn your back like you no longer care, don't be surprised to find me unforgiving. It would be naive to draw a line in the sand before the wind has a chance to die. It's hard to know where you stand when what you're fighting for is based on a lie. I refuse to stop believing true love is worth enduring any pain. Does fighting this endless battle prove that I'm totally insane? Defending what I believe, struggling to understand. I'm in no shape to run, determined to face whatever the universe has planned.
You go, boy.
End poem.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Holla.
There's a lot going on here. Wow. Right from the opening. Feels like a battle, doesn't it? Doesn't it for everyone? Feel like a battle. And hanging on to that which makes life worth living. Because the rest of it's being stripped from you. And we're getting back down to basics, and we need to. So much is taken for granted for. And when you turn your back, like you no longer care, don't be surprised to find me unforgiving. Because forgiveness is the key to his line about love. And that's so much going on around, that true love is worth enduring any pain. It's the pain that comes from unforgiveness.
Huh.
And if you based it on a lie and there's been deception, then you need to set it aside and grow from it. And it's the endless battle that gets there. If you want to reach the promised land, you've got to take it by force. You seize heaven. And that starts now, not later on. It starts now for those that are human, if they so make the choice, as Tila referred to. I'm in no shape to run, determined to face whatever the universe has planned.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the subtle way of keeping it open for one's interpretation of whatever their belief structure is under, whether it's a God, whether it's some cosmic Christ consciousness of the New Age, or whatever else you feel about it. That leaves that open for your interpretation. And it's finding that balance. Rack, well done. Boo, what you think of that?
How can I follow that comment? I was just amazing. Yeah, Rack, that just made me think and ponder. And, you know, the way you read it was so strong and so full of emotion. And just keep going, you know, I think is what I see there, a lot of it. And, you know, it's true. We don't think about, you know, losing the little things that some of the people on here have to deal with, and whether the eyesight or the sound, or some people, you know, it's just, we're lucky and we don't take enough advantage of that, I think. You just brought it here, and I love the way you read. It's made for poetry and a lot of emotion, Raph. Great job. Everybody tonight's been fantastic, I think, so far.
Thanks, Boo.
Welcome.
Yes, very nice. Very, very nice. And Sawa, what do you think here, dear?
This is very deep. I mean, it could be read in so many different ways. As you said, it could be love, like love a woman, love in general, even of other of life, of people. But I think it's really more about. I refuse to stop believing true love. I think it's about, like he said, true love. He said it here very clearly. It's worth enduring any pain. That fighting this endless battle prove that I'm totally insane. Love is insanity. So he said it so beautifully. It is, and he said it so beautifully. You question yourself. I'm insane. What's wrong with me? And that's what love does. I think to people who are in love. So you really, and it's a battle. Life in general, not only love. Life in general, it's a battle. And if we don't have integrity, then everything loses its meaning in life anyway. Not only about love. If no one has the integrity, then that's it. In my opinion, there's no. You exist, but you don't exist. You lose all your values with no integrity. So you really said it very well. It says who you are, and defending what I believe. I think striving to understand. I'm not shaped to, but you also accept determined to face whatever the universe has planned, and you accept the challenge. You're willing to accept it, like in a battle. I think this is very brilliant, and you put it together with so much emotion, as Boo said. You read with so much emotion that captivates the reader. Well done, raconteur. Very moving.
Very well said, Sawa. I know JCA, we got you in the house, brother.
Yep, I'm on.
With his motorcycle with the track.
Yes, I tell you what.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna take a couple comments, and then you got to read and run.
I absolutely do. Yeah, it's one very hectic night tonight.
Oh.
All right.
Filling in for supervisor.
He's starting his weekend early. Nice. Boo. Communication on the board, but I'll take a comment.
Come back, yeah.
I want to comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to comment? Okay. I'm going to take Wayne's comment while you're getting it on the board, sweetie.
Okay, right, and then we'll get.
Great job,
Yeah,
Good job,
and I'll get
Iraq.
sweet peas too while you're getting it up. Yeah. So what do you think, Wayne?
I think it's a great poem. Love is what makes the world go round. Don't turn your back on love. Stand tall and love us all. The whole world is crazy, and I'm crazy for your poems. Great job, man. Hang in there.
Could be for your poem. Oh my goodness, Wayne.
Wayne.
That's funny.
Yes.
Jay, what's it called, Jay?
Don't Get Fooled Again.
Okay, it's at the top, right?
Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
It Won't Get Fooled Again. It's off of the. I got it. Boo.
I know. I'm just having difficulties. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Who wrote
there
that?
we go. Right there. Boom.
And let's come back to you, Rex, so you can get sweet pea.
Yeah, this is based off the Who song "Won't Get Fooled Again," and goes like this: Rapunzel, chop off your hair, drag your face in the soil. Wars are brewing, streets flowing crimson. The fairy tale mantra of morals pulverized on the television for the 7-figure buy rates and tea at Martha's Vineyard. World mimics the reflection of each empire who speaks pleasant lyrics to the groin-guided fold. Twist your foundation, shake your ethics. If it sounds good, the hypnotized never lie. Daddy said no, so let's go to Mum. Need just a voice to glorify the filthy fingers slipping into the mockingbird's cookie jar. I will plow my own land, take heed of the anchor set, strum my own guitar, and not get fooled again. End poem.
Fuck yeah.
That was awesome, Jay.
Good. Full of wood. Okay.
So, Randall.
Hit me.
I think
Did we lose Randall? That was great. I love the parallels to a lot of the language from the Who song, particularly where you were talking about the cookie jar and the mockingbird. I know that's I shouldn't say I know. I don't recognize that from the song, so I think that was your piece. But the lines before it were from the song. Yeah, you did a great job intermingling their lyrics and your thoughts in the poem, and creating your own version of a statement here. Wow, this is really good. And
the reading was, you read it with an attitude, which made it even better. Okay, how about Sweet Pea?
Yeah, I think this is a very powerful piece.
Yeah. And Wayne?
Yes, excellent job, GCA. Give them hell. Tell them the way it is. And I'm not letting them fool me again. This is great, and I'm ready to raise hell with you, man. I love the emotion of this poem and did a great job with it.
Thank you.
This is like your fight song, kind of, sort of, in a way. Sounds like, too. Like, I'm not going to take this shit.
I'm ready for a
take
fight.
It again. I can do it again. Yeah. And then we all put the walls up after we've been hurt enough times. Everybody's going to put the walls up. Like, I'm not going to go there again. You know, it hurts too much, but here we are. Sour.
I feel like, you know how DCA came with the motorcycle, broom, 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 or a truck?
Yeah.
And you're going to, no, don't mess up with me. I have my, it's really like, it is the read and the imagery is so powerful, so poignant, the message. The fairy, there's so many. You can go on layers and layers and layers from the start to the end. I think each stanza really stand up with its own, in a way. If you can separate them and read them by themselves, which is really interesting. And at the same time, they still can connect. I will at the end, like we start from the beginning. Represent chop off your hair, drag your face in the soul. We are brewing, streets flowing crimson. And you tell us, like, don't believe in the fairy tales. We're talking about, they're almost like a satire of the society about what happened with Martha Vineyard, everything is all these lies and hidden reflection of empire with the money and the power of money. I think that's what you're trying to say here, especially when you say daddy and said, no, let's go to mom. It's very ironic, like a dark humor almost. And I will plow my own land, that's heat to the anchor set, strum my own guitar. I'm not going to be part of this. I'm not going to be accepting of this.
Hey,
I'm not good fool again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. The call dropped, and it's taken me all this time to get back in. It wouldn't accept the PIN number. Finally, it did. But anyway.
Wow.
It just dropped me. I read your piece here. You got some very cool lines here, brother. Need just a voice to glorify the filthy finger slipping into a mockingbird's cookie jar. Shit, I love that. That's got a glimmer of the media here to it. I will plow my own land, take heed of the anchor set, strum my own guitar, not get fooled again. But that right there captured me. I read the rest of it, but that really captured me. Well done, brother. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because I was out of touch, anybody else need to comment on that? Because I wouldn't know.
I think Boo gets the last comment.
Yeah.
I said that too. Yeah, well, did you just write Jay? No.
What's that?
I did.
When did you write it?
Today.
Today? Okay,
Wow.
That's what I thought. Okay.
9 hours.
Yeah, because I see, trying to take the power back and standing up for yourself and tired of being down for so long. That gets old, too. And getting back up and going forward, playing your own guitar, playing your own song. And, that's what you should do. You're a soldier, and that's what they do. And I thought it was a great poem and a lot of strength, a lot of empowerment in there. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Jay? Damn, Jay.
Yeah.
I tell you, the fairy tale mantra of morals pulverized on the television for the seven-figure buy rates and tea at Martha's Vineyard. That's a cool stanza, brother. That's a cool stanza. You know what happens when you watch TV, right? It tells you a vision, right? And that's why when you go to the channels, so it's television, so you can be programmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the wand that you
Pun
cast the spell?
intended.
Which is the name of why they called it Hollywood, because it was named after the Druids' wands that they made in England, and the tree's named different there. But out here, that same tree we call holly, and because the two Cabal brothers out of New York, way back at the turn of the century, doing Nickelodeon, recognized the mesmerizing effect and brought it to the West Coast. And there you've had the magic, good, bad, or ugly ever since. Very cool, Jay. Very cool.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, you grabbed a hold. I knew you would grab a hold of that stanza, Randall.
Yeah. Very cool, brother. Well done. You got to hang with us, or you got to go?
No, I got to get going. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just said.
Good night,
next
Jay.
going to be Sweet Pea Randall. She's got it on the board already.
Sweet Pea's got it on the board, and I'm on it, dear, this time. No
Sweet
drop
Pea's way
calls
ahead
and
of us.
digital spirit shit. Man, all this tech crap drives me crazy. All right, Sweet Pea, it's all yours, dear.
All right, this is inspired by Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." No. Tangerine skies kiss blue ocean waters on golden sandy beaches. A midnight wind swirls red-hot embers. Hitchhikers from bonfire giggle. into the dried seams of a tattered, worn world, and the flames blazed higher. The Mother of Earth fought to cleanse the garbage thrown upon her. Earthquakes cracked dirt to crust, airways gray slums and volcanic ash. Tsunamis washed away land and family bloodlines. Terrorists defined a movement for cowards without purpose. And 2 towers fell. A fortress invaded a plane. A fortress invaded, and a plane of superheroes died. A teenage girl shouted to the world, "Educate a girl," and survived their bullet. We watched friends in a house in space become a hostel for science. The human Chino peeked out to say hello and awed us. And a beautiful berry wins against all the monsters at the ball. The world is led by prisoners and villains and humans in between. Compromise is lost at sea and people are drowning, waiting for fresh water, food, medicine, and the simple acts of kindness to be free. Veterans, homeless, elderly, disrespected, gangs rule neighborhoods. Tagged in white paint, no flowers bloomed on white picket fence streets. No swing-set greens and playgrounds littered with crystal meth steams. Cubs win. The goats go to Cleveland. Facebook is high school drama. Google makes it into the dictionary. Love is love. Marriage is marriage. YouTube rocks the music, and cell phones are addictive. A world stops in gas and fights the news it hears slow. Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay away from family. Restaurants closed, job losses. Death is at the door. Panic, chaos, confusion, conspiracy, liars, riots, lunacy, Black Plague, SARS, and COVID-19. Day and night we mourn. In decades we heal. In centuries we learn. Tangerine skies kiss blue ocean waters on golden, sandy beaches. A midnight wind swirls red hot amber. Hitchhikers from bonfire giggles into the dried seams of a tattered, worn world, and the flames blaze higher and higher.
Wow, Sweet Pea. Wow. You just put out a lot of stuff here. You've got this bad boy burning everywhere. This stanza here really got me. We watched friends, and a house in space became a hostel for science. And the human genome peeped out to say hello and awed us. And a beautiful berry wins against all the monsters at the ball. That's outrageous word phrasing right there. There's so much of it all the way through here. And you keep coming back to the flames blazed higher. Wow, I really dig this. You got so much going on. This was a feast, dear. Well done. I'm going to move up the ladder to that. Wayne, what'd you think of that?
Man, I'll tell you what, that was wonderful. Sweet, you didn't start the fire, it was me. I started more than one. This is a wonderful poem, and I have to say, you start a fire with me every time I hear your voice. Burn on, baby, burn on. Great job with this.
You're making Wayne hot.
Yeah, burn on, baby. Very good.
Thank you.
Sawa, what do you think there?
Oh, I really missed you, Sweet Pea, and I love your writing. You write so profoundly and from your heart. Your readers also add to it. I love how you. This is. I'm gonna maybe everyone laugh. This is like a sandwich in between. There is, if you look at the first stanza and the last stanza, there is this beauty of the sky and the water and the ocean, very peaceful, sandy beaches, midnight, and everything is like giggling and dry. But in the middle, the world is flaming in between, and that's what's happening. And it really took us what's happening today from so many different things, from friends. I know the what happened with Corona, what happened with terrorism, what happened with the medicine. Like you really put it there in the streets. The world stopped and gasped and sighed. The news is here today. Wash your hands, wear a mask, stay away from family, restaurant, close job, closes that is at the door. The fear. You talk about how, just brilliant, really brilliant, panic. And this is and all of this causing panic and confusion and conspiracy and liars, lunacy, lag, it's just all of it. And then at night we mourn, in the caves we heal, in century we learn. Wow. Really, this is timeless poem. I truly mean it. It's just so profound. There's so much into it. I can go on forever. So well done.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on here. But I think, Sweet Pea, the way you closed this out is truly marvelous. Tangerine skies kiss blood ocean waters on golden sandy beaches. So right here we've got like a step away from everything else that's going on, and again, still coming back to basics that are the simple things. A midnight wind swirls red-hot embers and hitchhikers from bonfire giggles. That's quite cool. Into the dried scenes of a tattered, worn-out world that's still going on around you, and the flames blaze higher. Yeah. You know, guys and gals, it seems that the trick about all of this is while we ride the storm out, and the waves are getting cataclysmic in a lot of areas here, that we find our arc to ride these out, whatever that may be, that safe place, that place of peace where dreams still live, that there's still tangerine skies, kissing blue oceans on golden sandy beaches. We need to always find that, whatever that may be for us. Well done, Sweet Pea. Marvelous piece. Boo, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, well, I like everything you guys said, but she also, like, every stanza, the flame gets higher and higher. So each stanza it gets worse, and then she gets social media and Facebook in there, which is another problem that we're so connected that we're disconnected. You know, the digital spirit we're all addicted to. And that's a big problem too. And I just every stanza, like the first sentence, has something. Mother Earth is one, and the terrorists are another one, and our friends are the next one, and then we're led by prisoners and villains. Veterans are treated like shit, basically, when they deserve to be treated like gold. The world is just stopped and gasped that maybe we look around at what we've done and we're like, what have we gotten ourselves into? And she sees it. The panic, the chaos, the confusion, now it's all coming to fruition, and it's almost like too late for it to happen. Great stuff. Let's consider the front page, Sweet Pea.
Thank you.
It's you know what? It is about, Sawa wrote something that was important here. And she did it in a comment here to me. And so I'm bringing this out, darling, because it's right. And it's your comment on value. What exactly is it do we value, individually and collectively? And you come down to that truly, it's not about the things that are shining. And it's not about the chaos that's going around with those that are involved with that. It's the simple things, a sunset, a sunrise, a child's laughter, holding hands with someone, watching the sun go down, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These things, the captured moments, the real values, the things we take with us, those are the big things. And I've noticed tonight in all the poetry that it's bringing these things to attention as we hammer the negative things. We're still finding our arcs of what matters and what counts and what it really means to truly live and breathe. Well done, Jared. Beautiful piece. And with that, Bill, what do we got rocking the lounge?
Did everybody comment on Sleepy?
Wayne?
Wayne, I think, needs to. Did you comment?
Rocky did not comment.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Okay.
Did he?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah.
I missed you, Rack. I'm sorry. That's
Are you getting
horrible.
you getting them?
Rack, did you comment?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, Rack. Is Rack there? You're not there, are you, Rack? No. Rack dropped.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I didn't hear him.
Yeah.
I'll play a little.
he's,
I'm gonna play a little bit too. I'm gonna get in the mood for my poem when it comes up. If you don't mind, we'll play this right here. People moving in, because of the
Whoa, wait, is that a warm-up to what's coming, brother?
That's a warm-up. Yeah, it's a warm-up. I'm getting ready. I'm getting rocked
now. Yeah.
Okay, we need Wayne's beat.
Yeah.
Brother, it's a world of all confusion.
I'm glad Sweet Pea's not blind like some of us, some people. That's the thing. Like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it took me out. I can't do it.
All right. That's what I just want to get in the mood.
That's, hey, Wayne, was that ball of confusion?
Yeah, it's ball of confusion. That's what the world
by
is.
By the Temptations?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's what the world is today.
66? I think.
And the band plays on. Yes, about 67.
And the band plays on.
And the band plays on.
Yeah.
And here's my.
And the band
plays
on.
It's a ball of confusion.
And
name
that's
one,
an
don't be
interesting
confused.
title for that band. That's so relevant right now. The Temptations.
That's right.
Wow.
They're a great band. I've seen them
Saturating mankind.
So,
right. Does that music go with this piece that's on the
well,
board?
I wrote to it. I'm not going to sing to it, but I wrote to it, and you'll see how it compares. Mine's called "Don't Be Confused," and it goes like this.
Okay, brother. The lounge is all yours.
Thank you, my man. Don't be confused. Can't you hear when I'm talking to you? I don't have a clue what you should do. Please don't listen to politicians and don't take anything from the physicians. If someone says stop, good time to run. Life's a bitch when it should be fun. Rap on, brother. Give me my gun. When I'm through, the motherfucker be done. Demonstration, administration, communication, divided nation, activation, information, vaccination, depopulation. Singing, that's what the world is today. Better get the hell out of my way. I bet you can hear me what I say. With the hell with the ball, I don't want to play. Around and around, what's going on? People moving in, anyone known? Hey, you, come here. You need this vaccine. Can't you kiss my ass? You know what I mean? Hey, boogalooga, fuck confusion. I ain't living their illusion. I am drawing my own conclusion. Rather, do you have a solution? Ian?
Oh, my God. You go, boy. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you know what, Wayne?
What?
I think you captured it, brother. I think you captured what was going on then and what's going on now. And you weren't holding back. Not one bit. I could tell by your closing line in the second stanza you weren't done.
Cheers, dude. Cheers.
Yeah. And you know and
that's what the
and then you asked me a question at the end, do you see the solution? Brother, it's we're in the storm right now. Remember the band? Remember the band REO Speedwagon, Wayne?
Yes, I do. I've seen them.
Remember that song when they're hit?
Oh, my God, I love them.
Do they rock, Sweet Pea?
Oh, yeah, they
that
rock.
Song rock.
Oh my God, yes.
That song rock.
Oh, yes.
And, guys, that's where we're at right now, all right? I could share a lot of things with you, but it's not the time of the place.
That was off the hook, Wayne.
Yeah, and we won't go there because there's all these things going on. But we are riding the storm out. We are riding it out right now. So as long as everybody's got their arc, everybody's got to have their arc here.
I feel a little better. I got it off my chest.
Yeah, Wayne, I can tell. Now, I want to know what you really thought about things.
That's a limerick.
Entertainment.
The hell with that ball, don't want to play. Yeah, exactly right. You remember when we were kids, guys, when it wasn't, we just like, you know what, man, I'm walking away from this. This dodgeball bullshit ain't working.
Take my ball and go home.
Yeah. I want to go home. That's it. so you can kiss my ass. You know what I mean? Wayne, marvelous. Sawa, I hear you giggling, sweetie. Let me know how you feel.
I mean, it is to have a deep message, but he put it in such a great humor that you can't forget it because it has a very poignant message, but humor at the same time. That's very brilliant to mix the two like this. Don't take anything from physicians. It's hilarious.
Kill you.
Good advice, Wayne. Good advice.
And then they want to play around and around. What's going on? People moving in any way unknown. It's just I really have a great sense of humor. Incredible.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
And I'm drawing my own conclusion. I can go.
And that was a little freestyle rap action. Mm-hmm.
You know what? And Wayne's on it, guys. He's as hilarious as this is. He's striking the chords of reality here. And this is what we need to do. Hey booga luga, F confusion. I ain't living in their illusion. I'm drawing my own conclusion. And I don't know if you should ask me about the solution.
Who cares?
Oh my goodness.
What'd you think?
Sweet Pea, what do you think about that, dear?
Oh, I love this. This is like in your face. This is my line. You know, you can go tripping elsewhere and just my land kind of, you know, take your signs and shove up your ass kind of world. There are so many other songs that come into my head while I'm listening to him go here. It's just like the epitome of, you know, grab your bong, this is my world, and you can all just eat my whatever. But, yeah. I love all your lyrics. I love what's going on here.
You know what, Sweet Pea? I agree with you, darling. And I think all of us here have gotten to an age that we recognize this whole thing is bullshit. And now it's come down to, I mean, the whole thing's a psyop facade, but what we've come down to is recognize, oh, these lunatics are serious. We need to fight for our right to party. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's come down to that. And when I say party, that means to enjoy the breath we've been given without the confines of pressures and get some freedom back here and get this damn country back, you know? I'm tired of the show potato.
It's time to,
you know?
It's time we get it right to pursue happiness.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And FYI, I was in the back of the bus with REO Speedwagon, so I'm a big fan of it.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to bus too. We did a little cocaine back here.
Well, there was that.
I have
we were fighting for our right to party.
That's right.
Yeah, I like the way you read it with an attitude. The way you read it with an attitude was like a freestyle rap. Like he was just like, fuck you. You know? That was great.
Time to whip out the big 10-inch.
I was trying to read that.
Wasn't Wasn't there a country song, You Can Take This Job and Shove It?
Yeah.
You remember that?
That was a good one.
I remember that.
Yeah. This is that song reminds me of Wayne's whole outlook on the world right now. You can take this whole ball of confusion and shove it, and I'm not playing.
Like this.
And you know what? That's what we have to do. We can't put up with this. We got to take this back. These people are maniacal. You know, it's the 1% controlling the rest, and they're maniacal. They truly are. They got all the money and all the power. We're slowly bringing it down here. There's lots going on behind the scenes, but these people are truly maniacal, hands down. Wayne, marvelous job, brother. And Boo, I'll let you close with a comment on that.
Oh, I just loved it. I loved the way you read it. I thought it had an attitude, you know, and just the excitement, like before you read it, you were kind of like chomping at the bit, so that made it, you were just like, I got to get this off my chest, and then today's the day. I'm ready. And that was just awesome, and you just came right for it. And usually, you know, you're always funny, but that was just in your face. You were like, fuck it. I'm just going to say what I want to say and put it on Front Street for everybody to hear my opinion. Yeah, it was so like freestyle rap. You just, came up with it. I thought it was entertaining and relevant and good, great. And to hear that you had fun doing it was even better. I thought that's what made it better.
Yeah, you know what I got out of that too, Boo? Out of his piece? He didn't breathe that piece. He blew that piece.
Yeah, no shit.
Right?
He
didn't breathe. He blew. He blew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was badass. Should do more like that kick.
I got the race hill. I'm happy tonight. I got the Raceville Hill.
There you go.
And the band plays on.
Take a breath. My sweet pea saying good night. Bye, sweet pea. She's saying good evening.
Good night, everybody. I got a
good night.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was an honor to have you here, dear.
Thank you. Always is. Always have so much fun. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Nice
to meet you. I should mention tomorrow's art house at 12 noon, in case you're interested.
Garçon, see her to the door. See her to the door, Garçon. Sweet Pea, don't mind the flippers, dear. He's just leading you out. It's all good.
Oh, we should have. Wayne, I'm afraid to go after you.
Well, this is you, Boo.
Uh-oh. Okay. This sort of kind of
this is you. Take your breath. There you go.
Digital disconnect. Okay. A computer was something on TV from a sci-fi show of note. A window was something you hated to clean, and Ram was a cousin of the goat. Meg was the name of my girlfriend, and the gig was a job for the night. Now they all mean different things, and it rather really megabytes. An application was for employment, a program was for a TV show, a cursor used profanity, and a keyboard was a piano. Memory was something that you lost with age. A CD was a bank account. And if you had your 3.5-inch floppy, you hope nobody found out. Compress was something you did to the garbage, not something you did to a file. And if you unzipped anything in public, you'd be in jail for a little while. Log on was adding some wood to the fire. A hard drive was something trip on the road. A mouse pad was where my mouse lived, and the backup happened in your commode. Cut you did with your pocket knife, paste you did with glue. The web was a spider's home, and the virus was the flu. I guess I'll stick to my pad and paper and the memory in my head. I hear nobody's been killed in a computer crash, but when it happens, we wish they were dead. And poem.
Wow, Bill. You know what? Wow. You know what, guys? Bill, I'm sure you guys caught this here. Not only has everything changed, truly, we've been conditioned by a whole tech language that has completely different meanings now. She brought each one of them out. Ooh, this was intelligently written, sweetie. And if you unzipped anything in public, you'd be in jail for a while, right? That one in a 3.5-inch floppy. You hope nobody found out. Yeah, that was out there. That's pretty good. This is intelligently written here. And a ram was a cousin of goat. Simple and right to the point. Very, very cool. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to take a call here, see if they heard this. 269. I don't know who that is. We shall see. 269. Who's coming aboard the lounge?
Oh, you know what? That's probably Irish, Randall, and used to be hold because she just listens on hold.
Oh,
sorry.
She wants to listen?
She's on hold. She's at work, so she listens on hold. My fault. Sorry, Irish.
Okay. Hi, sweetie. How are you, dear? She just listened. Very cool. So,
yeah.
Wayne, what'd you think of Booze?
I think it's wonderful. It's so true, and we left out the subliminal messages of brainwashing our kids with, and my cursor is profanity, and you are my piano player, and I still have my 3.5-inch floppy.
There you go.
I only accept hard hard drive, Wayne. Only accept hard drive.
Oh, I read it. I read it right.
Well, hey, you know what?
Great point, Mrslilboo. Great point.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
And, Sawa, what'd you think, dear?
I agree with you. This is brilliant. Boo, wow. Very, very brilliant. And I'll also talk about how time have changed. Like children with more innocent things had, again, value, things lost their value, the changes. It's not only about really how controlling and manipulating, but also how it's changing the culture in a way, too. And where we said we hide. I can't remember where is that. I'm so sorry. I can't remember where is hide. Hold on. Oh, remember, if you had a 3.5 floppy, you hope nobody found it. I mean, a CD was a bank account. Memory was something that you lost with age. Like, it's just brilliant. And log on was adding wood to the fire. Hard drive. You have to. I mean, we understand literally. There's the double entendre and almost and everything, which is brilliant. You just leave it like you don't say it directly, but it's obvious at the same time. That's really brilliant. With these little hints, just amazing. And virus was the flu. Oh my goodness!
That's not here. You like that one?
Yeah, really brilliant.
Yeah,
I wish I didn't know what happened. Yeah.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks, Ella.
I think
I love it.
You know, Boo, you've got I hear nobody's been killed in a computer crash. Not yet, anyway. However, that might be around the corner.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you know, one that's really heavy duty, guys. And we all know this to be true. And yet, so many spend so much time on it. And she mentioned this in the second to last stanza. The only thing that truly benefits from a web fighter, that's the reality of it. The more you play the game. And she hits on that. Well done, dude. Cool. Quite
Thank
cool.
You. You know I'm a tech nerd.
Yeah, I enjoy
You know how I feel about my technology. Yeah. So it's a whole other language.
Yeah, no,
and if you don't know it, you're fucked. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is a whole other language.
Changing.
I see people at my, I would say just particularly older doctors, let's say. They don't want any part of the technology or anything to do with it. They don't want to learn it. They don't want to know it. I'm not saying all, but most. And they're all stuck in their old school ways, with the pad and the pen, and they just don't even want to go there. And I told this doctor the other day, you better get with the program. And he said, what? I don't have to get the program.
It's hard.
I'm a doctor. I go, no, you do, because you are going to be left behind. You're already losing patients. Take a look. And he was like, so offended and mad at me. And then the next day he came back and said, hey, you know what? I thought about what you said yesterday, and you were so right. So I ordered a class. And I'm going to go take an introduction, because you're right. I'm going to be shit out of luck soon. I just thought,
it's
just kind of sad.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. Any time that you get some new device, even a cell phone, and you can give it to a 3-year-old, and they can figure out it and do their thing on it and give it back to you, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah. And they can. Like, I watch how fast my daughter texts. It freaks me out. She's so quick. And she's like,
you are so quick.
I'm quick, too. But, it's funny, since the only class she got an A in last semester was computers. Like, it's the only one she ever gets an A in. It's just like, no tricks.
They're so digitally connected. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is the big threat with this vaccine, guys, for those that are doing any research on this, of how connected they want to make you. The vaccine, the vehicle they're using.
You got to learn it. You're going to be put out of luck.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary what's going on. It's true, what's trying to get is the true Internet of Things, where everything, every blade of grass is registered. I mean, they're not playing.
Mm-hmm. Here's some cute. That was a quick story. I won't be long. I'll shut up. But I saw an old couple. I was at Starbucks and I was in line, and he goes, "Hey, Marjorie, look around." He starts pointing. Tablet, phone, computer, tablet, phone, computer, computer, phone, tablet. And he goes, "When did we become so disconnected?" Or he was serious.
Yeah,
he was so cute. Mhm. And I'm like, you're so right.
You know that was part of the conditioning. 6 feet away, wear the face diaper, right? That type of thing. and stay disconnected. You know, I mean, yeah. And the only reason they didn't want to cover the eyes is because they were dealing with more advanced eye recognition. So, you know, the ramifications of what's going on right now, for anybody who wants to scratch the surface, will blow your mind and truly terrify you if you truly understand what the hell is really going on, the whole point of this 2030 agenda.
I had a patient. She was a nun, and she said to me, she pulled me close and she said, "Hey, you know why everybody's wearing the mask?" And I said, I think so. And she goes, "No, why they're really wearing the mask?" And I was like, I have a feeling you're going to tell me. And she's like, "Yeah, because nobody wants to look anybody in the eyes." But she told me. And I said, yeah, you're right. Everybody looks down, nobody looks at you. So,
yeah, it's a complete disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and even now we don't have to wear them, but most people are wearing them. You know.
Lord of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and this
hey,
is
Wayne,
where
would you mind reading the beard?
Hey, I got a beard right here in front of me.
Good man.
Yes, co-beard, and I can tell you what else I got.
Yeah.
We know what you got. We just heard it.
We've got beards up right
everybody.
now.
I'll buy around. Bartender, give us a round. That's on me.
There you go. All right, thanks, Wayne. Cheers.
You got it, baby.
All right, Mr. Beard, you going to read him, Wayne? We nominate you. Is he up there? Oh, is that from up there, or am I just talking shit? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, he's up there.
You got it, Wayne?
I think Wayne drank too much tonight.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Wayne.
Right.
Okay, how about you read it, Randall?
This is by Beard. I've been alone on an island that silence visits. For my own demise, I am the detonator, channeling for someone to embrace. If you notice me, I'll see you later. Whatever appears, I hope it calms. I've been alone on an island that silence visits. I guess everyone is short-term in commitment. See, the cup is filled and suspicious. I've been hiding so long, I blend in with nature, escaping to find another invisible prison. End of poem.
Oh, that's good. That one is understandable. That's just nice.
Yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah. It's the escaping to find another invisible prison. Yeah. That's an interesting closing line, Beard. Because escaping to find another one, that means you're escaping from the one that you're already in, another invisible prison, into another. And that, dear folks, is the true depth of the real hamster wheel. That if you get on this one's hard to get off of.
Yeah.
Right?
Boo.
This is the calamity they put on it there. You want to comment on this one, Boo?
Oh, I know you're hitting to me with that hamster wheel. So, you know, you're right. It is hard to get off of it once you're on it and you're stuck in that wheel, especially in California where it's so expensive and all that stuff. I mean, but this to me, it says that, but it has a lot of sadness in it. He feels that nobody notices him, that nobody cares. He's invisible to the world. Like he doesn't matter. And this is a brevity really short for For my own demise, I am the detonator, channeling for someone to embrace. We're looking for that person to help us get through, a person who gets us, understands us, loves us, accepts us. Some people never find it. So if you're lucky enough to have it, you should probably cherish it, by the way. And then I've been alone on an island in silence to visit. He's like locked in his mind. He's in solitary confinement in his head of overthinking and actually, and probably seeing the world really what it is. I'm an overthinker. I'm guilty too. So we can get stuck there. Great poem. Weird makes me think. Sour.
Yeah.
Oh, his writing is incredibly deep always, but dark and sad. Even in such a short brevity, he packed with so many, not the same message, necessarily not like too many messages, but so beautifully delivered, yet so sad. I've been alone, the title already, as he said, I've been alone on the island that silence visits, someone who that really is in by himself, like there is maybe abandoned by someone that he care about. I guess everyone is short-term in commitment. I think that's where he's coming from, the commitment.
Nobody sticks around.
Broken heart, I think. Like I think he talked about this love relation a lot. That no commitment, maybe also friendship.
Nobody sticks around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, suspicious.
I've
been hiding so long. I've done with nature, like hiding so long from. Like you don't want to face the reality because it's painful. Then it's easier to have relief in nature, that you disappear in nature because nature is peaceful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I understand this because nature is a peaceful place and no one will hurt you there. I think escaping to find another invisible prison. Wow. That's so deep and so sad. And it's sad. I don't know what it is that people... That's so true. I have so many friends from the outside world, not the virtual here, that I since the virus, the corona, they disconnected. Like I felt like a fake friendship. It was not a deep friendship.
That what's done to people in their relationships and the bonds, how far away we are from each other. It's sad, and that's part of the conditioning too.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's very deep, very profound, and I love the image too. It showed the loneliness. It gives this feeling of someone being alone. The image is dark, like flu and almost like a fog. Fog. Yeah, very great.
I think really we're all of us are lonely, right? And you come to think of it.
Once you
pretty much a lot of us are lonely.
Once you've been there, once you've been there for a long period of time, it's really hard to break out.
Yes, it is.
And what a lot of times what it usually takes is a major epiphany or someone else, their touch, their closeness to break you out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been stuck in this spot before.
You end up doing exactly what he said. You keep escaping into another one. All of them become islands. That silence visits.
Yeah, this is a great piece. This should be on the front page. I want to nominate this, Spirit, because I've been stuck in this spot more than once, and it sucks. And you're right, it's hard to get out of. You know, once you get down,
it's hard to get out of.
It's hard to climb back up, and especially if you don't have any help or any support.
There is a time and place. As for all things, for retrospect, for finding the self, for getting back in touch. And sometimes you need to be on that island, that silence visits to get things back in order. I mean, I spend a lot of my life that way. Yeah. However, there has to be the balance or you get lost in it. And
what's wrong with asking for help, too? A lot of people don't want to ask for help, or they don't want to say, I need somebody, I need you. They don't want to say that. They just hold it inside.
From the view of poets, artists, musicians, writers, those along that line there, the problem that they have is it's a blessing and a curse. The invisible worlds are the ones that they are capable of creating. and those you can get most lost in, and those become your realities. And there's your confidence is gained in the loneliness because you're creating the realities. And you spend enough time in that realm, that's really hard to pull out.
And then you get confused between what's real, what's reality, and what isn't, and what world you're stuck in, or you're in the middle.
Yeah, if you do notice about the trend that is going on right now, and I had to see my lawyer last few days, and we talked about a couple of things, and he mentioned something that was interesting. He said, he goes, if you notice, everybody is living their own reality. And there's a lot to be said about that. And he's right in a sense there. Because the one that's out there isn't conducive to us. It's just not conducive with what's going on. And so we've got escapism going on all over the place. We've been talking about it all night.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
To maintain sanity of whatever it is. You know, until we get things back on track and we can get in touch with each other again. And this is another example of the same thing.
Rough, you know, the real world's rough. Of course, people want to escape. I mean, why not? You know.
And the technology we have now is an incredible temptation with the virtual reality and all the digital spirit we have going on.
Hey, sorry about that. That's the wrong button. I'm so sorry.
Is that you?
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm going to... Sorry about that. If I did. I'm so sorry.
I look everywhere. I don't know where to find you.
What happened?
You say you'll be there. And you never follow. I looked everywhere. Now I just
Sorry about that.
Hope's demise, written in red.
Oh my God.
Green.
I'm sorry, I keep pressing the button. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm fired. Holy shit.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Don't you worry.
I'm losing it.
So we get we're all good.
I think Wayne. So I think Wayne needs to comment on that one.
Wayne's not with us.
Wayne left? Oh, just me, you, and Sawa?
Yeah. It's just you and Sawa and Irish. So who haven't we read?
But I wanted to say something. I wanted to tell you that something, but I forget what. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Think later. I have more sound like audios to play, but I'm looking for them. This shit's really rough on the phone. Next time I'm going to use the computer. So we can do somebody else real quick. Sal, who's still over there? On the board. Great poem beard, by the way. Great poem beard. Yeah. Easy to understand, too.
So
don't worry, Randall. We got it. Don't worry.
You got it? All right. I know you're in the wheel room.
We're going to wing it, like we usually do. So I think, is there anybody else on the board we can read, Sawa?
I think Gitanjali, she put her.
Okay, yeah. Can you read Soul for us, please?
Yeah. Let me ask you this: because Irish is listening. Does Irish have one that she wants you guys to read?
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. I don't see Irish on the board.
Let's see.
I'm looking for. It did this much faster when I can use the search button, but it doesn't let me use the search button. And it's annoying.
I don't see Irish.
Yeah, you just listen.
No,
okay.
I see.
I
see laughing soul. Do you want me to put her?
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, I put it.
Yeah, laughing soul. She's got a recording here.
Oh, she does. You found it?
That's right. She okay. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
If you got it, then go ahead and push it. I can't shit in here.
Well, let's see. I'm
Yeah, she has a beautiful voice.
Is it in the studio?
Yes, in the studio, supposedly. It's there.
Okay,
what's it called? The poem?
It's
what's
called
the poem called?
Barbed Wires.
Barbed Wire. Okay.
Let me.
All right. And then I finally see rats at the top. That's funny. Okay. Barbed Wire. I see rats.
I'm looking to see.
God, there's so much crap in there.
Yeah, there is. I'm trying to find where it's at.
And it's so small on the phone, I can barely see the stupid thing. Let's see. I'm going down. See, you should be able to just type in the type box and then put soul in there, in that box, search box. But it doesn't work on the phone. That's the problem. Usually I just search it like that and it comes right up. But it's too small on the phone, so... do you see the search box there? It's just like a little magnifying glass. If you press that, you should be able to search and then put soul in there, and then it'll come up, but it never works on the phone. I should have... This is only upstairs, so there's no pressure. It's fine.
She said she just read it.
She's got it under Laughing Soul. It's under Barbed Wire.
She said just read it. Okay, just read it, Sawa. I'll play it if I find it.
I love her voice. Okay, you find it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'll look for it.
Yay.
It's just really...
wait a minute. I got it.
I could find it.
Yay. That's so sweet. You see how sweet she says?
I want to hear her voice too. I've got it right here.
Yeah, she's beautiful voice. You love her voice.
All right, here we go.
Barbed wires. Wait not for blooms on barbed wire. Light the world with kindness like wildfire. Fear I've seen dwell in eyes so naive, of those migrated in circumstances dire. Hearts yearn for love and a morsel some, yonder beyond boundaries and their masked fire. Wait not for blooms on barbed wire. Light the world with kindness like wildfire. Sunshine one seeks, close not doors. What shame we've built walls so higher. Evoke thou conscience, be true, be you. Only then shall your grave they'll admire. Wait not for blooms on barbed wire. Light the world with kindness like wildfire. End poem.
Wow. Barbed wire is the key.
Heavy beat. Love that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What shame we built walls so higher. Only then shall your grave they'll admire. Evoke thou conscience, be true, be you. Boy, isn't that the key right there? Be you.
Mm-hmm.
This was gorgeous.
What
do you think about that?
The read.
Oh, wow. I love her writing, her voice, her wording. She's just incredible. Every time she surprises us with something incredibly amazing. I mean, my heart is just to bring tears to my heart, truly, because it talks about humanity, universal message that wait, don't do this, wait, think before you do this, wait, the word starting, wait, please don't do this, like almost begging, wait, don't do that. No, not for blooms on barbed wire, light the word with kindness, instead of putting, opposite, instead of putting barbed wire, why don't you light the word with kindness? And then the fear is so true. Fear is the key to destruction. When people have fear in their heart of others, and that's what brings us down. That's what brings division. That's what brings so many problems in the world. When you fear the other, or it is so true. and then hearts yearn to love and more. Like they just like the people who have hearts and they yearn for piece of bread or care. Sunshine one seeks closed, not doors. This world is made for everyone to share, not to be greedy, to really help each other. I am in her camp on this one. I really believe that's what I believe too. So wake up your conscience, be true to yourself, and what you take with you, that's what you're going to be a good deed. No one will know it except, and when people will remember you this way, if you leave something that's admirable, you do it with such sincerity and such unity, they will never be forgotten. You'll be left this world like Mother Teresa. People remember her now because of her good work, of her heart. We talked about her a couple of days ago about Mother Teresa. That's why she remembered, because she did so much goodness in this world, not because of her riches, not because of her look, but because of her good deeds that she left behind. And legend, and so many others. And that's what she's trying to say. That's how we're going to remember your grave. It really touched me deeply. I love this poem. So meaningful, so profound, and has a purpose.
Yeah. Well said, dear. Well said. Mm-hmm. It's got a solid and magical movement to it. Also, I really love the movement to it and the feel. Boo, what'd you think of that?
Well, I mean, she's been on fire all week. I've said this about every single poem that she's brought every week. I see a symbolism in the barbed wire, and this person inspires her, and she's deeper as of lately, and she has a reason to be, and you can see it in the writing, happiness, and sort of looking at things through different eyes. Because she's looking at it through this person's eyes too, hence the barbed wire where I see. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to say here, so deep and full of, and then her voice is so sincere and beautiful and poetic, and
great.
I mean, some things are good for people. Yeah, and everyone this week, like every show this week, her stuff has been incredible, and I think this matches. Maybe it goes with another poem, but hearts yearn for love and the morsel some yonder beyond boundaries in their mass higher. It's like, whoa. And this is very short, but it says a lot.
It's incredibly powerful.
Yeah, for 10 lines, holy shit. Like, yeah, this is how you do brevity, powerful. People. This is how you do brevity with heart.
Yeah, it's the feel and the movement of it that generates so much power in those 10 lines there.
You're a soul.
And I think the thing that I appreciate most with the poetry tonight was the individualism that makes us who we are. And we come to the table and we share it, where everybody has a gourmet dinner on everybody else's work of what they brought, like a poetry potluck. And,
poetry potluck, I like that.
Right? And the uniqueness of who we are and the individualism of the way we express ourselves and the things that we find important as individuals that may not necessarily be for others is what makes us who we are. And that is worth dying for. That freedom here that's being trying to be taken away from us. And we have to make a stand on that. And if we don't, we're not going to experience a lot of this, because it's all just a matter of time before windows and doors get censored and shut down. We can't let that happen in the poetry community and also in the rest of our walk. We can't let that happen, or else we start coming to the table and Mother Hubbard's cupboard is truly bare and nobody can bring anything. And that's not happening. It can't be tolerated. Without tonight's poetry, guys and gals, was spectacular. And to you all, well done. Well done.
I think tonight everybody laid out their heart a little bit and they were honest. And that needed. That was I appreciate that.
Great topic.
Yes, and that's I wanted to do this topic so I could. It's a way of checking the pulse. You know what I'm saying? And it helps us check the pulse to let us know the rhythm of the group and where they're moving. For those that are crying out, those that got something to say, those that need our help, those who want to state where they're at, and whatever they want to share. And it's how we check the pulse here. So topics like this.
When you look around, there's so many broken people. You know?
Yes. And realistically, who's going to fix them? Us. Right?
Right.
That's being our brother's brother or our sister's sisters. Is helping them put back the pieces. And usually, those pieces that we help them put back are the ones that we needed desperately ourselves. Is why we were involved.
It's
very powerful stuff, guys. Powerful. So, Boo, do we have anything else? Or we
agree?
Do we do it or no?
Man, you're on fire tonight, Randall. Really? Yeah, I got a couple more, but I got another recording. And Sally, you probably heard this, but I'm going to first push play, and then I'm going to put the poem, because otherwise I'm going to lose my spot. And Lord knows, I don't want to search for it again. So, let's see. Okay, so first I'll play it, and then I'll get the poem real quick.
Okay, I'll get the poem for you. What is the name?
I got it.
Okay.
The moon moves the ocean. Hope moves me. I wake up each morning, my mind wrapped around her body, spiraling in an unbreakable circuit, round and round, bound by terminal planetary rings, orbiting around closed-eye film trailers of her, moving through sleep's ghostly shadows, from my pillow crawling up the wall onto the ceiling, before dropping onto and into me. Watching the candlelight burning in a lighthouse lantern gallery, the lost to the vast ocean shines brighter in my bijou room than the booming ship-seeking torch, striding through darkness in full bloom. Morning light reflecting from strand to cave, shades of sea foam glimmering, dancing on the walls, along with the sharp silver glints of abalone shell corals, jellyfish breaking through alabaster spume waves, while the ocean orchestra bellows her name. In and out as the tide marches against the shore, under the eye of a soft, sane sunrise, to the strokes of a setting Stella d'Oro sunset, the waning and the waxing, new through to full, the moonlight and brightness of day, shine her name. Under the starlit sea.
Oh. Okay.
It didn't finish. So, I will finish the piece. Under the starlit ceiling, I swim in heartstring lullabies, swaying across the sky, diving into the sea where saints go to die. In the ocean of time, life is better when I close my eyes. Renea mens espora a traverse I ocean. Renea mens esporens a traverse la terra. End of poem. Boo, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, that's. Well, I guess we were talking about with the topic about maybe appreciating. Well, I guess I would incorporate the moon and love and nature, but not just that. Like opening your eyes to what's real and what isn't, and I think that is it, if it's in love or in light, kind of like he's saying, is it real? Is it not? But go with it if it is. It's beautifully written, romantic,
It's incredible,
erotic, I guess you could say, sensual. But I think more than that is saying, wondering, if it's real, and how we get stuck in that. At the end of the tide marches against the shore under the eye of a soft sea sunrise. It's deep, or string lullabies. Romantic too. It's got a lot. It's beautiful.
There is
sometimes you feel like you're in a dream, or maybe you aren't, or maybe you want the dream, and everybody does, but sometimes you don't get it.
Yeah, it has a very dreamy feel about it. The contrast between sleep's ghostly shadows from my pillow crawling upon the wall into the ceiling before dropping onto and into me, and then contrasting it with shades of sea, foam glimmering, dancing on the walls, along with sharp silver glint of Avalon's shell called. It's the imagery. There's a fluidity moving back and forth, like a suspended place. That reminds me of the space before you go to sleep. Right when the troubles or the worries or the emotions of the day or the losses or the whatever try to converge in consciousness as you slip into something else. And it does have an incredibly romantic feel. Saul, what do you think of that?
He wrote for a French poet and writer, actually, too. His name is Ashraf Musset, and I think the poem, put it in French, Une immense espérance de traverser la terre, une immense espérance de traverser ma peur. In English will be, a great hope has crossed the earth, a great hope has crossed my fear. And a poem about hope in God, literally. So this is a spiritual poem for me. Yes, about love, but also he hints to the spirituality in the bottom of the poem, at the end of the poem, under the starlit ceiling, as women harp string lullabies, swaying across the sky, diving into the sea where saint goes to die. He gave it this spiritual twist at the end. In the ocean of time, life is better than when I close my eyes, and then there's hope. So I think when you connect love to spirituality, it makes it even, sometimes love awakens spirituality, or the other way around, spirituality awakens love. And I think I like how he brings it this way. There's much more in it, but that's what really, I wake up in the morning, my mind wrapped. There is some sensitivity too in there, but his writing is just so incredible. His wording, his imagery, very very unique in a way.
My mind wrapped around the Bible. So unique.
Yeah.
So
watching a candlelight burning in a lighthouse lantern. Yeah. So yes, very very nice. There's just one typo. If you listen and grow up, it's not une immense. It's not feminine hope in French. It's masculine. So take off the e there. That's all.
Very cool.
Une immense. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Boo. Did we do it?
To go like with the subject that we were talking about. The world right now, and in a way, it's like, don't we all need more love? That's what, and understanding, and just not to be so judgmental, right? And that's pretty much what every poem said.
Never to take the simple things, a simple touch, a simple smile, a kind word. Never to take those for granted.
And if you have that, hold on to it. Don't fucking throw it away. Because you have one little problem, whatever, make it try.
And that's what brings us back to Salwa's piece of reconnecting and what real value is. What's worth it? What is really worth
and it's
it?
not
What's
in
the point?
bling.
What's the point of being here?
So
very good.
It doesn't come in a box, and it's not shiny, people. So wake up, right?
Truth doesn't need Hollywood. Hollywood needs Hollywood because the substance is empty. It has to put it all in the wrapper. Truth doesn't need to be glorified in some mesmerizing wrapper. It stands on its own and shines brighter than anything. And that's what was explained tonight. The basics, getting back to core values. Well done. Did we do it?
The 3 that we have remaining, we can. We have 3 left. So I can either bring them tomorrow to our house, or we could.
Yeah, bring them tomorrow to our house where you've got a more captive audience that can hear it.
Yeah. So there's only 3 left. So Lawrence.
There's only 3 left.
And Identity Crisis, and I actually would like to play Gerald if you don't mind, but that's only if we have it. It's really, really good, and it's a great ender for the show. I just want to make sure that we have it. I'm pretty sure we do. It's Gerald. If we could just hear Gerald, I think it's a great closer, and it goes to the point of the show.
Okay, it's under
he has
Gerald.
audio. That's if you can find it. Yeah, Gerald.
Is it SoundCloud?
No, you should be in the audio at the top.
No, I'm at the top. Oh, I got it. Gerald, hold on.
Hope something? Hope.
Yes, is that it? All
yeah,
right.
If you got that, yeah, I'll drop the poem because it's relevant, and I think that he's a really good poet. I like the way he reads.
Okay. Do you have the poem?
Yeah, I have the poem. 1 second. Here we go.
You get the poem up and I'll play it. And episodes out there can't hear you. That's because we're at the end of the show. So it's cut off. So, all right. Peace, and let me... Oh, come on. There we go. All right. There we go.
Hope's Demise, written and read by Gerald Green. The anger of the left can still be felt with rhetoric and reference to what occurred in politics that lasted 4 long years, uncertain years of fear and dread. Retirement homes are filled with vulnerable, afraid of COVID's reach, and each new day where life is threatened from another source, and all tomorrows seem 2 days away. New sensitivities have shown themselves among the latest generation's needs, who live in fear of phrases that offend and single words they want the world to ban. The anger of the right is building fast, as votes are checked and double-checked again, in hopes that proof of tampering is made to justify loud claims and misery. Each politician worries about threats to infrastructure's safety and design, becoming vulnerable to hackers' sword of ransomware and corresponding loss. Frustration builds with DNA's decline, where balances between the physical and mental do not correlate, where physical is judged as wrong and forced to change. Intrigue between large nations with intent to heighten power scares the editors of media, who try to understand increasing threats to world security. Ambassadors and statesmen cannot sleep as preachers preach destruction and decay, predicting endings no one wants to hear, a world declining right before their eyes. End poem.
There you go.
That one pretty much lays it out there. Got a lot going on here, all the way from the transgenderist movement to the white woke movement to DNA, which is in a decline, to the political agenda. It's got it going on all over the place here. These are current events. If we look behind the scenes, what do you think of this one, Sawa?
Oh, he'd always speak up his mind with no hesitation, like really raw thoughts, and he did it beautifully again here. He summed all what's happening. He didn't really take one side, the right and left. Everyone have their issues, and I like how he was in the middle, and the politician, and really what's happening to the poor, to the wording that we can say can be misunderstood, not politically correct. The generation, what they're missing, what we're really teaching them, what they're gonna learn. It's just it's so rich. there's so much in there. We can go on forever with every line. Truly, so deep. I mean, I like his writing because it's so profound and it has a purpose. And he did it very well, and his readings give it this.
I like his voice because you know what, it sounds like a trust.
So clear,
like
so clear.
Trust. Yeah.
It's so clear and so go through you because it's so clear and no hesitation in his voice.
Yes.
That add to it.
Yes, the way he reads is very concise.
Exactly.
And you also could trust him as like a newscaster. Wouldn't you trust him like he has that voice like Peter Jennings kind of like he's just you believe what he says. You know?
Yeah. Yes. He articulates his words there.
Exactly.
Yes, the reading's very concise. And that's what gives it a lot of power is in the reading, especially when you're dealing with topics that he's dealing with, and he's banging them all the way down.
Yeah.
As
you
a reflection.
Believe it. He told you this, you would believe it, right? You'd be like, hell yeah. I mean, because he just sounds convincing.
Well, it is.
Yeah, there's so much anger.
He is ringing the truth. Okay, he's ringing the truth of what's going on here. And he's right in the middle line, so he's not taking positions because he sees the difference in both sides, and neither one is got it all going on. Well done.
We ain't fooling him. We ain't fooling him.
Ain't fooling him. That's right. Well done. Very good. Are we good, dear? Did we get through this?
I just want to say a couple of announcements. Well, we'll carry the rest over tomorrow at our house. That's at noon Eastern.
All right.
Everybody did put your poem on the board there. And then let's see. This week, well, I'm still working on the schedule, so I'll just leave it at that for tomorrow because we're not finished. All right. Thanks for waiting and calling. Thanks, Salwa.
Yeah. All those that called.
Welcome.
You know, we got Rack, Sawa, Wayne, Sweet Pea, JC, Irish that hung out with us here. Thank you, sweetie, for your kind ears.
Boo, don't forget the people in the booth.
Sheila, Beard, Laughing Soul, Rob.
Yeah.
You guys, poetry.
You're good, Brenda.
Tremendous. And then to close this one out, Gerald, nice closer.
Hey, Randall, you want to say anything about the topic? Yes, what? Before you go? Anything? You want to say anything about the topic or anything before you go? Any advice or wise words? Since you're on fire tonight.
I will just say this. I mean, and for those that know me, I mean, I study this stuff. Okay, it's not just a casual thing, and I dig deep behind the scenes of what's really going on. And not that I'm authority, I'm just more researched than most. And I will tell you guys, we're going into a storm here, and it's going to get a little rough. Just maintain, hold the faith, hold your dreams tight, and pray. If you can't stand, and you can't voice, and you can't march, and you can't walk, you can always pray. Everybody can play a part. And be good humans to one another. Because really this whole thing is about the love issue. And it's going to be the only way we're going to take it back. And forgive what's going on. And hang in there. Plus come in. And for those that believe in God, do you actually think he'll let this go all the way to ruin? No, it was to get our attention. This is what's called the Great Awakening. So we get back in touch with what this is really about. Because we've allowed this to come through the door. And where we're at now, in our complacency, we barred the front door and left the back door open and let all of this in. And we're the ones that have to clean the house and take this back. And all of us are doing it. With our smiles, with our hearts, with our poetry, embracing each other. And if it's not law, that means it's a mandate, and you don't have to buy into it. And I'll just say this. There is so much going on behind the scenes that most people don't realize. That is truly, we are truly at war, in a spiritual battle and in a digital war. and on a political arena. And military is behind a lot of it. If anybody's visited Washington, D.C., you will see that it is all closed up. FBI buildings are boarded up. Printing buildings are boarded up. The Supreme Court is boarded up. Nobody's allowed into the Capitol, which you may ask, well, then who's running the country? Which is a great question. Trust me, it's being dealt with. And what you're about to see is going to blow your mind. Just hang in there, and we'll get through this. It took us a while to get here. It's going to take us a little while to get out. And we'll be more appreciative once we do. And we'll be better human beings for it. This is where the rubber meets the road, and the sides are being drawn of where you're going to stand. And I wish you all the best.
You. And thank you, Randall,
for hosting.
And thank
you for spending the evening.
Thank you for hosting. You rock.
Yeah.
Salas, for always supporting, and everybody else who wrote. We appreciate it. And for you, Randall, remastered, okay, for an outro.
Very cool. And Irish, I hope you tickled your ears, dear. Thank you for joining us and sticking it out, sweetie.